Good morning, Grant. This wind is definitely not letting up in Sealing out here in Dewey County. I want to show you part of the reason why the wildfire spread potential is now being called explosive. You see a lot of little hot spots like this on this property out here in Sealing, and if you look out in the field, you see a lot more right next to a home that is now destroyed. We can tell you that here in Sealing, we had our very own Val Castor out here doing his storm tracking thing, and you see that we have some video to show you of one of these homes just across the street from this neighborhood that was surrounded by flames. Luckily, it was able to dodge that close call, but later that night it was not so lucky. We have footage of that home getting engulfed in those flames. Now, one of the contributing factors to this crazy wildfire spread that we're seeing here is the estimated 40 and 50 mile an hour winds. 52 Oklahoma counties now are currently under a state of emergency, including Dewey County here. Yesterday, evacuations were encouraged for Oakwood and Sealing. The Rhea fire has now burned nearly 249,000 acres, and that last check is only 3% contained, and that's not including the Northwest fire out here, the 34 complex fire that is now burned more than 67,000 acres. Reporting live on the scene, on the story from Sealing, Chris Gilmore, News 9.
Chris, good morning.
Good morning, Grant. The wind out here is not letting up at all. On top of that, we have some very dry grass out here in Dewey County, right next to some hot spots like the one we found here in Sealing along this fence line. And you see beyond the fence line that there's lots of little hot spots that firefighters right now are trying to take care of directly next to a home now destroyed that has flames still going on inside of it. Now, we can tell you that here in Sealing, Val Castor was out here yesterday doing a little storm tracking, and as he found this wildfire pocket here, he saw a home just across the street from where we are now, narrowly missing the wildfire. You see the footage that we have there, but later that day, we saw that that same home was engulfed in flames after that wildfire destroyed it. One of the contributing factors, as I mentioned, are these wind gusts estimated between 40 and 50 miles per hour. 52 Oklahoma counties are currently under a state of emergency, including Dewey County here. Yesterday, evacuations were ordered for Oakwood and Sealing. The Rhea fire has now burned nearly 249,000 acres. And don't forget, just northwest of here, we have the 34 complex fire that has burned upwards of 67,000 acres. Reporting live on scene, on the story from Sealing, Chris Gilmore, News 9.